Now, you might get offended, you might not. We don't care either way. Welcome to the art room, where we have colorful opinions every other day. So, I'm the main man, the math guy who does radio. So, we're back for another episode. Risk management, calculating how long before it gets canceled. Just call me CJ. We have Rob, our resident architect, and the reason our episodes will get uploaded. And we are also joined by Jordan, keeping your lights on by day and keeping your girl company after dark. Say hello, fellas.
Hey,
Really? This is the intro? This is how we doing this. You still managed to be
Yeah, I had
just
to.
list went somewhere. Okay.
yeah, the bars that still keeping the
No,
lights
no.
on in the day and keeping the girl company
Yep,
at
yep,
night.
yep.
Well,
Yeah, so I have two questions. Let's start with the first one. So we're gonna think back a little bit. What's one thing you used to do or could do that you wish you could do now? So like a lost skill, a
Mm.
lost pastime, or something. All right.
but I have two. I have two. One,
Mm.
art in general.
Yeah, let's start there because that was gonna be one of mine.
The second one,
As in
nothing.
do nothing.
Not like, yeah, do in terms of nothing now, if you let me lose money on years.
No joke. It feels like taking a break while working is like criminal. Feels
The
like I should
fucks.
be doing work, but I'm like I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I should be making money, but
Yeah, I'm just not. I think one of my one of my toxic traits is that because I can calculate so well, I'm like, all right, if I watch like one more episode, I'll make it to like this time and then I can start working. And that never usually happens because I usually watch one more. But yeah, art, definitely. Because I was literally just thinking about the fact that I still sketch stuff, but I can't tell you the last time I like drew, like really sit down and draw something.
I mean, my journal here and there, but I don't really get to do nothing
Yeah.
serious. You know what I
I mean,
mean?
I was looking at my my old sketchbook from high school, and I was like, dang, I actually I could put lines together. That was something I was capable of at one point. I never thought I was could draw. By the way, I don't think of myself as like an artist in that respect. But yeah, I mean, if I could draw, maybe if there was like that semblance of Jordan that was in the past, I would want that back. I'd want that back.
Yeah, for real. I want to start it again. I don't know if I'm gonna. Stay tuned for that, but we'll see. Cause I did make a little sketch the other day, and I'm like, yeah, well, this actually looks. I got the proportions right, which have always been like my demon. It's just never gotten over those. But yeah, the do nothing part. That's I don't know, man.
Uh,
It just rough. Like right now, I'm literally looking at a test I'm putting together, and I'm just like, I should be doing this. I should be doing this. It's like work always like a pile of water, but yeah, it's like the balance was just overturned because we used to just go to school and just don't study and just pass questions and yeah,
just go school, chill. But I used to watch a movie after school like,
yeah, you could
almost every
just go
day.
home and be like, yo, what's on? And then oh, that has to be one too. Go home and watch cartoons from like 4 to 7.
Not like, man, experience it too. Any of you experience it too, like, you want to watch a certain show, but you just don't want to watch it. It's like, say it's a decent show. You have the
All
access,
the time.
to watch it. You just don't want to watch it.
all the time, brother. All like you know what shows you guys recommend to me, and I'm just like, I cannot
Yeah,
because this is gonna be a commitment, and if it's actually good, then I'll be watching this, and I just don't. I just don't. I
Come
don't
on.
want to be like up at 5 a.m. in the morning watching a show that's like, just really good
yeah,
while I have some other stuff to be doing.
To this day, I'm gonna watch the final episode of Stranger Things, the last season. Like much of
That's
all the
wild.
entire season, I'm to this day, I'm
what?
gonna watch the last episode.
You just
I
did
don't
what?
know why.
Is Stranger Things over? Hold up.
Nah, man, the new season come out soon.
You
Oh.
should
I think
be,
that's the last season,
because them
and then
niggas are
them
old
done.
now. Them old. Yeah, they grew up. Sorry.
Oh.
Bro, them 20 something
That
now.
is
Most of them.
crazy.
Mm.
Yeah,
One of them are getting married.
must be nice to attend the wedding.
Well,
Uh,
that's yeah.
yeah, no, for real, because it's like I actually like watching like a 12 episode anime now, knowing that it's just not gonna get another season, no commitment. It's low, very low. Then it's like okay, I can watch like half of this today, and then watch the other half tomorrow. But now I started Blacklist, the Blacklist. That's 10 seasons. That was when shows that made it on TV were on TV. There's not no short form, no 8, 10. We're talking 20 ad episodes a season, brother. And I'm here like, why am I doing this to myself? Great show, but I know I'm gonna get addicted, which I am, cause it's that good.
Mm. Mm.
As I'm kind of feel with no for
If I can get past the Lenny scene, I can do it. Cause I've seen clips and I'm like, I low key want to watch this show, but again, another. I've already made one commitment. I don't think I can go back and forth between shows.
that I think too like yeah, but just the amount of content that they have now just crazy because you have good anime when I watch it, you have good shows when I watch it, you have good movies when I watch it. It just hard to get like a starting point where like where should I start
Mhm.
here? Should I start this off? You know? Yeah, what if I watch this and
Waste of
I
time.
like it, you know?
A waste of time.
And I've finished shows that I've never liked before. I finished first Seven Deadly Sins.
My condolences.
Oh,
And it
why
was
do I have to go there?
it was horrible.
All right, I'm gonna
Hey,
stop
hey,
talking.
Why you're a Seven
do
Deadly
you
Sins
disagree?
stan?
It's okay, no, Jordan. We're in the art room.
I'm taking a silent as a no. Bro, the animation they get boy, the story get out of hand.
I feel like that's what usually happens when you're
Bro,
running for a long time.
it's just all
You're
over
just
the
like, yo,
place.
where are we?
Hmm.
Like, what's going on?
And the funny part about Seven Deadly Sins too is like season 1 and season 2 they so good.
Mm.
Season 1 and season 2
And then it just,
they so good. And then you just dive
yeah, that reminds me
straight
of,
down.
yo, remember Promised Neverland, dog?
But many
I
afraid the manga
can't watch
flies now
season two.
because that season like the thing is season 2 it wasn't bad. It just the last few episodes them just condense everything in a
Yeah.
monologue. Like brother, he has some epic things that like they show like a 1 minute monologue, 2 minute monologue. And you just see epic scene after epic scene after epic scene, and you're like, wait, what? And you're like, brother, you see a dragon, you see a whole city, brother. One of the things that happen in
Mm-hmm.
that one monologue, they crazy because like season 2 didn't never, but it just sound really similar and just condense it for no reason. I don't know, brother. I forget the manga still one day because we need to know what going. And the funny
Yeah,
part,
I
one of the
heard they
better
skipped
animes
the
too.
one of the best arcs too. So it just rough.
more than enough, brother.
You know what I wish I did I could do more too. I don't really do again. Read. This is probably just me, but read.
I mean, I read here and there, I don't read that much. But I can understand this,
All right.
I
because
could
like,
tell you a story after Robert finishes talking. Of
well,
course.
like, he does some PDFs, so like,
Mm-hmm.
if I kind of like grab it out, I just let me just start, and I know is that me just will stop. You just feel like it just feels so grueling and time consuming.
Reading? No
Yeah.
grueling? I feel like reading is supposed to be one of the most relaxing
I think
things.
when you have the book in your
Oh,
hand, it is.
is it? Mm-hmm.
But I'm telling you, I can't read from foot. Like, if I'm tired, I
Yeah.
can't read nothing from foot.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Because I also
Right,
crazy.
just
listen.
fall asleep. Like, if I'm tired, I want to read something, brother, and like, just sit down and start reading, I go fall asleep within minutes.
Yeah, that's true. 'Cause it feels like one more thing, attention span. I feel like that's why, well, between the stakes being higher in adulting and the attention span, you have to make your waste of time
Mm-hmm.
not be a waste of time. So I cannot watch a show that's trash and be like, this is what I spent my procrastination time on.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
It's I could
That
have been
is true.
procrastinating another way.
There are levels of shows. There's the shows that want you to dedicate time to it, like Game of Thrones and Naruto. There's like shows that are just like, oh, you can have that in the background and
Mm-hmm.
enjoy that while you're doing other work. I'd put like Seven the Listens in that
Okay.
category. And then there's a show that's just like
I
quick
wouldn't.
bursts of adrenaline that are just like, all right. By the time you watch the show, you're like, oh my god, the show done? That was like capturing your attention the entire time. I'd put like
Okay.
solo leveling in that, for example. Yeah, so like there's when you're procrastinating chases, right? When you're procrastinating, you want to find that show that does not make you feel like you're procrastinating, but also does not like
Yeah, like
completely waste your time. Yeah,
I
it's
shouldn't
just
feel double the guilt. Like I'm already not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but
yeah.
then I'm doing it and it's like it feels like it wasn't fulfilling. That's like having a cheat day and you have like one snack.
Mhm.
Like that's not really cheating, but you still, yeah,
Wait, are you saying we're supposed to have
I
one
think it
snack on
has
a
to be
cheat
like
day
a
or multiple? I'm asking this not as a person who has cheat day. I don't have
what
cheat days.
lies.
I work
Stop
out
it.
every day.
Yep,
I
The
eat
lies we
healthy and all of
tell.
that stuff. Yeah, but I'm asking as
He's
asking
also
for a
6 foot.
friend even.
Alright,
He loves he's a
so
feminist. And he enjoys long walks on the beach.
the fact that
I
you have
do
a beach
enjoy
to take
long
long
walks on
walks
the
on,
beach. That feels like that's an overstated
the fact
thing
that you
that's
have a
actually very enjoyable. I feel like it's like overstated to the point of
the
sarcasm, but it's actually very enjoyable. But
I mean, I want to read that. When we're there, one of the one that was
yeah.
right.
Yeah,
Just
because the fact
near
that you just
one
said
body of water.
you enjoy long walks on the beach and you have a beach to take long walks on is kind of irritating me a little bit.
I mean, I live decently close by the
Mm-hmm.
coast ish, kind of.
I mean, better that we
Yeah.
we live more
Yeah,
inland.
the closest body of water
Yeah.
is my tank.
Mm.
So
Mm.
Yeah, I feel like my attention span is something I'd probably wish I could do again because it's gotten bad. I I think I want to blame TikTok for that, but and
so
the quarantine era.
you start a work with and all of a sudden you're just uninterested and you do something. You do a little bit more work and you have to do something else. And you do a little bit more work and you do something else.
Yeah, I
I get to
remember
talking
when
for
I
you.
used to be able to go into the zone and just be out for hours. Like that don't happen no more. Or
But I remember in high school, I just like lock in for like couple hours to do
Yeah,
our
it
work and
used
then
to be
just
like
stop.
a switch that you could
No?
just flip, and now all the stars have to align. There has to be like a solar eclipse, and like the weather has to be just right. If you throw up little grass, the wind has to be blowing the right direction. Like, yeah, because by the time I set everything up, it feels like it feels like I'm trying to get
Mm.
into the mood for real. Like, I have to light candles, make sure room smell nice. You clean up everything. Like, that's a lot.
That that
Like,
would
dead
take up the
ass, if I
least.
have to get to work, I have to be like, all right, my work area has to be with everything I want at least in reach. Because if it's out of sight, it's out of mind. If it's out of reach and I have
Mm.
to get up, it might break concentration. I have to have my snacks, my water, music, my headphones, and then like a list of what I need to do. Even if I don't get everything done, I'm just like, by the time I do that, like 1 hour pass already.
You know me here though. The fuck said 24 hours not feel like 24 hours no more. I swear, as me get up, I go back on bed.
Oh,
It's like 9 o'clock just reach brother and then all of a sudden at 10 o'clock in the night.
yeah, I feel like I started observing when like the seasonal changes a lot more. Because when winter was here, trust me, when 5 o'clock touch and your sun start going on already, I was like, wait, hold on, the day's over? Like, what do you mean? And then summer, huh? I think I had to do when I did my
The rest of
my
these
volunteer service for Chester, those days were long.
mm,
Like, what do you mean it's only 11 o'clock and I've sorted like 56 folders? Like, what? But yeah,
my next one is in the
yeah, days need to be shorter, like when I'm working, and then they need to be longer when I'm not. That's just how the world needs to work.
yeah, more like a 48 hour day. You know what I mean? That doesn't just feel short, brother. I know because we get older, we have more priorities, or we have more things to do, but it just feel like as soon as I get up, and then like you just do to something, then I just automatically or something at
Yeah,
10 o'clock in the
I
night.
hate the fact that finding food feels like it takes 2 hours. Like me just fry two egg
Bro.
and
Music,
one franks, and you tell me say 1 hour gone already.
brother, I'm there at uni.
Mm-hmm.
I like me cook a like serious meal, like stew chicken or something. You feel
Yeah,
like my whole in there, you feel like my whole
yeah,
entire
man,
day get used up.
for real.
I think me normally prep to before me cook it, you see me? And and then I don't know, as soon as I start cooking, the day just finished, over, done.
You feel like cooking take long, brother. I'm just not. I feel like it's either my perception of time is slipping and everything is going way too fast. Like, I need someone to inject me with something that makes it feel like time is slowing down so I can, like, really, truly process everything. Because there's no way I like for me, how I keep track of time is how much songs have been played during like a span. So I'm like, okay, let's say 3 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I'm like, okay, if three songs have passed, it should be about 10 minutes. So I check the time to make sure it's about 10 minutes, like to make sure that I'm not losing it or anything. Yeah, if you like,
Mm-hmm.
I might be going a little bit crazy, or I'm faster than I think I am, and I'm actually the Flash or something like that.
I'm telling you, man, like, we just need a big enough bag, some kind of stop. We gotta stop and
I'm
make
not
like,
gonna
you know what I
lie to
mean?
you, I'm gonna enjoy these summers. I am definitely. Like,
Oh
hmm
yeah,
they can
cause
call me into work. By right,
you're a
they
teacher.
can call me into work. And if I fly out, I would have to tell my principal.
Mm-hmm.
I say, yo, man, nah, they ain't no so. Yeah, just know, say, anything you want me to do, make sure it's get in the power laptop. Cause I'm not taking another flight back if something happens. Like if a kid gets in trouble, hey, that's tough. you can call 119, or 110 for help, but not me.
Hey,
Oh
John,
yeah,
John, do
Darren,
the
you need
story?
to.
My story. I remember it. Okay. So, like on the whole
Mhm.
topic of like missing reading and like liking reading and stuff. It's part of the reason why I don't read comics as well. So when I was a wee lad, as the kids would say, um, my mom did not like to bring me into the office. I was a very how do I put this? I was a very imaginative kid. I think so. And so
Touchable
like my
son.
mom did
Got
not
it.
like to carry me in the office because I was too much I was too much for her during the afternoons after primary school. So what she'd do is that she'd pick me up from primary school. Sometimes she wouldn't even pick me up, but she'd pick me up from primary school and then drop me off at the library every evening for like years. And so I'd be essentially at the library by myself. Probably there's a few other kids there. The rotation cycles. It was to the point where the librarians knew me by name, and like go upstairs, go in like the offices and stuff like that.
Wait, you
It
had
was
a
that much,
rotation?
you know.
At what
And
age?
she dropped me off. Like kids. Kids would come in and all that, like not the same amount of kids. There's some kids that are a bit consistent, but like
Robert, he'd miss
it's
this.
not every day. For
He'd
me, it
miss
was
this.
pretty much every day during the work week,
Wait, which primary
and
school did you
so
go?
I would be at the library reading almost everything there. To the point where reading made me sick. Like I hated the idea of reading because it was the only thing to do there. If you turn on the TV to watch like a
Mm-hmm.
cartoon and stuff, that's like a rare occasion. If you try to do it by yourself, the librarians will stop you like after half an hour or something. So it was just like the only thing to do at the library was read, which makes sense. I just hated reading after that. So after I went to high school and I was basically in control of my what I do after school. I just never really looked at a book again. And so like I'll read on occasion, like once in a blue moon when the wolf howls and so like that. But uh, come on, you don't see me going into any bookstores or like looking at ebooks or anything. I don't even like comics anymore because it's basically the same thing. And because of my lack of TV, I got I got more obsessed with TV. I swerved in that direction, and so now I'm like all about series and movies and stuff like that. So yeah,
Hey,
reading, don't miss it.
which
We'll
primary
never
school
go
did you go
back.
to?
Amandeville Primary.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
me.
They're a shift school as well. So
I know.
like
I,
yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. So I mean, it's been like from like 12 to like 4 years or something.
From like basically when was grade three?
That's
Yeah, from grade three up to grade five. And grade six was a good year for me. Yeah, from grade three to grade five, almost every single day, I would be at the
dang.
library after school. Yeah. Well, in grade five's case, it'd be before school because that's evening shift. So yeah.
I have a decent story, but not really as deep as yours. One time, I think we like grade 5 or so.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to the library for the first time, the
Mm-hmm.
Christian one, maybe they go the mother one like 1 or 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
But they go in there to do like our RE project. I'm gonna read this book, and then we just take the book and go home. Cause back then, whenever I realized I need to like sign up on things like actually check out books in the library. So like,
Ew, what?
like put the book in my bag and but do the project over the weekend. I hand in the project Monday and care about the book. I'm tell you say the librarian had the biggest relief on her face when I seen my life.
Okay, I
Oh
feel like
no! Oh no!
I feel like I can one up that, but not for the right reasons. Um, so me, I had a very good educational like literacy thing. I was reading way above my grade level. I was
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
speaking spelling test. As I said, there's only one time I've ever not gotten a perfect spelling test, and that's because um, English is a trap, and the plural of the
Mm.
plural of sheep is not
Real.
sheeps, and I was lied to. And I argued about fish because I'm like, yo, there's one fish, two fish, red fish, and red and blue fishes.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the plural of fish depends on the context.
No,
Oh,
no, the
because
sheep
they
thing.
told you
No,
like
no,
you
no,
add
the
s
sheep.
or es to the word to get the plural, right? And I knew some were irregular, but I didn't know all
Hmm.
of the irregular ones. So I knew like goose, geese, mouse, mice. I knew
Mm.
those, but I was just like sheep, sheeps. I don't know why that. Anyways, that's not even the point. Point is, right,
I want to say chase the moment he
brother,
found that out.
I crashed out. That was my earliest crash out. I was mad. I'm talking. I'm
Yeah,
talking. This is
English.
from
At some
yeah, because
point,
it's like
English
this is
has
from
to make you
grade
cash
one.
out.
Yeah, man.
Because this
English
was my
is
pride and joy. This is
unvaluable.
my English dog. Like I never liked math. Let's just put that out there.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask me why I'm a math teacher. Just know that I like solving problems, not necessarily.
No, 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 no. We can't just pass that. Say to say all your life, no maths, and
Mm.
yet here
Because
you
being an
are.
English,
Mm.
because
Life's
I thought
classic
about it and I
irony.
said I can always prove that one plus one equal two, but I don't think I want to relive. But from the other perspective of telling a kid that the plural of sheep is sheep, and that's after me telling him that yo, you add s or es to most words, you know, like I have to lie to you, and then
Yeah,
He-
man.
Long
But
story short, he does not want to go through the trauma of telling a
oh,
kid his language is
on
bad,
top of all
and
the
he'll be
funny
stuck
things,
with
because
it
yeah,
for
I'm
the
not
rest of
gonna
his life.
teach types of sentences, clauses, nouns, parts of speech. No, I'm good. Shout out to my English friends. They're in the real struggle. Like we're math and English is in the struggle for you. But that's not even the point. So I liked reading a lot. I would literally spend my lunchtime in the library. I don't need a library card. I just walk in and I just take books and I just come back with them the next day because it's not gonna take me more than a day to read. I think I can't count how many times I've won competitions just because like I was good. Now here's the problem. I constantly need books because I read so fast. I think my average was like I know up until second form when I read what was it Percy Jackson, is it The Son of Neptune? I think I finished that book in 3 days and that was 151 pages a day, something like that. Uh yeah, so I constantly needed books. So every like other week, I'd go to the supermarket with my parents and be like, "Yo, like I'm such a well-behaved kid. I literally just be like, "Alright, I'm gonna see y'all later." I go to the comic aisle, I sit down, and I read the comics. Any comic I don't finish reading, I usually get to take home. Right? It's not much. It's like $1, which is like bills over here. So bills are bills 50 at most. Especially the yeah.
oh, this was
So
a
here's
game,
the
man.
problem. I was promised an extra one, right? So I finished reading them and they're like, yo, it's time to go. So I took it up with me. One of the nice double ones, which means that it's double the size. Bro, those were the best. And then, whereas it was a continuation of one of the actual ones, because usually you don't find that. It's like, okay, you read number 3 this week, you read like number 9 or number 12 next week. But I was like, yo, I got like 80 and now I found 81. I have to get it. And they were like, nah, put it back. And I said, oh, that's crazy. Did you just break your promise to a child? That's criminal. So I'm gonna be a criminal too. So I put it under my shirt and I just walked out of the supermarket. Yeah.
Wild.
And then as soon as I got into the car, I took it out. I was reading. And I didn't notice until I got home. And I was just there. And they're like, yo, what that? And I was like, it's a comic book I was reading. And they're like, did I pay for that? And I said, did you? That's I don't even remember. They're like, did you steal the comic book? I'm like, are you going to tell anyone I stole a comic book? Because you owe me. Like, you could always return it after I'm almost done at this point. So it's like, you could just go return it, have the people figure out that, your son is a shoplifter. Oh my gosh. And with that reasoning, I got to keep the comic book free of cost, and that was my start into my criminal enterprising. Yeah. Moral of the story: don't lie to your kids. Don't promise them stuff
Well,
and not give it to them.
R.
Listen, I was a kid.
Don't be a
Listen,
criminal.
who said I had good judgment?
You said you were a good kid.
Yeah, I was a
That is-
good.
that is not-
I'm a good kid in
that
school.
is good.
You know, like that's the real world. I don't know anything about that. Sometimes you just have to steal some things.
So, after that thrilling tale of Grand Theft literature, it seems that the thing that we're missing most, that we used to have that we used to, how do I put this? It's not that we used to be able to do it. It's that we used to have it because it seems like most of us are just missing time. I just wish I had time.
Yeah.
True.
Mm.
I mean, some days wish me to go Edna instead.
Edna's
you know?
campus is amazing. I remember when we went there.
True. I do want to go there. I never apply though.
Edna?
Where is this?
Edna Manley.
Oh, Edna Manley. Wait, we know someone that went to Edna.
Ooh, maybe?
Or knew someone.
Who?
Miss Lexi.
Oh.
The last I heard of her, she was making music.
Last I heard she was making rugs. Yeah, her thing is
That's
called
where-
Ragamuffin.
Rugs.
Yeah, that's why last week she said
I love that.
the marketing though.
Look at our people
interesting.
just leveling up in Lower Hills.
There's somebody else who did go in that, but then I think he dropped out.
Who's that? Oh,
Shakes.
do I know that person? Really? You went to Edna?
Yeah. But I don't know if he complete or not. I don't think about it. I don't know if he drop out or what.
Hey, life is for, who can endure it, especially college. Okay, I have my second question. So still kind of like a time thing. So would you want to talk to your past self and tell them where you are now and then have to like answer any questions they have? Or do you want to talk to your future self about where you're going?
Future.
I can definitely tell where I'm going in the future. Like I almost have a sixth sense about that. I'm just railing there. How do I put this? I'm railing there like a freight train. I can tell where I'm gonna be in the future. My past self though, like I'm gonna be completely honest. If I saw my past self at any point in school,
What?
I'd probably beat him up.
Wait.
But I would want to talk to me in the past.
Wait.
I would want to talk to me in the past. I need him to know what the heck is going on right now. You know?
You know, I have some very simple mistakes. Why some make me younger, and some things me never go for. So, but I talk to my younger self just to tell him, yo, do this and do that.
Genuinely, I at this point, for me at least, I don't really mind if it causes a flashpoint paradox or something.
I would very much like to.
I would need to speak with my
younger why you want to
self.
throw hands with yourself? That's not fair.
Oh no, God, like thinking back on me.
I did fumble a lot. I understand that, but like, wait. By the way,
is an understatement.
Alright, so I think we're all gonna talk to our past. So what point in the past though? Like, how far back we talking?
It doesn't need to be 10 years old.
Yeah.
I like my very, very, very young self, just learning about friends and playing Pokemon and stuff. Yeah. my high school self is the part that kind of, yeah. I look at my high school self. I think about my high school self. I'm just glad. I'm just parts of me are just glad I can't just like time
Um,
travel because
I'd say maybe fourth form.
Having serious beef like
Yeah,
that with
like
the past
that's
self
you,
is
brother.
crazy still.
That was
yeah. I think it says more than it
Yeah, in a funny
says a
when you're
lot.
younger, they get beat up by a random man, and then you realize that the few like couple years past, they realize say, "Oh, you beat up
I
yourself."
would definitely have to send like an email to my past self and then be like, yo, this is why you got your ass beat. Like on a specific day that something happened, I'm just like, yo, this why I beat your ass
mm,
in the past. Like,
mm,
yeah,
mm,
I'd probably say third or fourth form when I started venturing when my plot was already, was rolling. I already had the first major conflict, the development was on its
mm,
way, puberty was on its
Well,
way. I was like, yeah, that probably would have been a more opportune time.
mm.
I mean, yeah, but we wouldn't have the
Yeah, that's why I
juncture we
said
have right
third
now.
form because I was like, I could start from first form and be like, yo, don't talk to that girl. She have man. She's not your friend, dog. She like you, but she can't help you. Isn't it? But
Mm.
that needs to happen though. Like I can't mess with certain key points. That needs to happen.
Yeah. A part of me like doesn't really care about all the well, most of the bad stuff. That helped develop me as a person. It's just the choices. The choices, I kind of just
Nah,
mostly want my past self to see how I turned out now. It doesn't really, I don't need to explain anything. I just need to talk about what's happening right now. And I think my past self would understand. But he'd probably also be reeling from the pain because I just threw hands. But he would understand.
Yourself to the hospital has got to be
He'd
some of the
understand.
craziest beep. Like that's you get into reverse flash area there. Uh, in contrast, I think
Mm.
mine would roast me. Mine would absolutely roast me. You'd be like, hold on, you did what? You're a what teacher? I'd be like, yo, listen to me, hear me out. He'd roast the shit out of me. He's like, so let me get this straight. You did all of this just to end up as a math teacher? Like, we don't draw no more. We're not an English teacher, not an author, nothing like that. Like, not a doctor, just a math teacher. Like, yo, hey, everything happens for a reason. You try to give him some Oogway bullshit, just like, yo, everything just happens for a reason. He'd probably roast me. He'd probably be very upset or disappointed. I don't think I could go back in time and be like, yo, this is how it turned out. And then my younger self is disappointed in me. Yeah, I don't think I could do that. Or maybe I should do after sixth form. Nah, nah.
That does beg the question though.
Mm-hmm.
Um, since we all picked our paths, what would we tell or what would we want
How
to
not
know
to
about our
fumble. I would
future?
make a manual. I'd send him the playbook, the
Mm.
PDF. Just be like, this is how you don't fumble.
real
Yeah,
130 page
like with
document.
imagine all the knowledge I have now. Send it back to the past. They're not ready. It's ahead of their time. The way I'd be playing games. Oh my gosh. It'd be like I was a D&D master. And you know what the funny part is? I could. Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Dungeons and Dragons, we do have a campaign coming up. I don't know if you.
I've never actually
We need
played
more
that before,
people.
but I'd probably be down to try. Yeah,
Mm, mm.
but yeah, how
Send
not
us,
to
send
fumble? And
us.
you know the worst part? I could give myself the manual and still just fumble because of confidence. Yeah, because
Oh fuck.
I grew into myself after uni. Uni was my what's that word? My chrysalis year. Yeah, I was in the pupa. Yeah, stewed for a year, came out way better. I wasn't like a beautiful butterfly, but a mosquito will work. Anyways, so yeah, like I could fumble just off of confidence. Like, yeah, I know exactly what she's looking for, all of that. You just gotta say this and then you just don't say it.
Man, the rest of the food I look for me and I'm look for it.
Wait, so we can't wait. Yeah. So nobody would talk to our future self. That's interesting. I feel like I'd not want to know just in case.
Mm-hmm. You definitely don't want to know, you know. But it's a bit of a paradox because I don't think my younger self would want to know either. Um,
I mean, the future I good because at least I get some
Mhm.
type of insider knowledge of what happened. So I
Yeah,
can like
because
move. Imagine like,
isn't it the same thing though from your past self's
yeah.
perspective?
I just kind of want to look at myself and see that I'm in good condition,
yeah,
like I'm not homeless. Like, well shaven, still look good, have a fade. I'm like, shirt and tie, I'm good to go.
You think you'd get to that point where
I
you
mean,
could
the way that
possibly be
the housing
homeless?
market set up.
it's possible for anybody, brother.
Yeah. We live in a society. Um,
I mean, you can
That
have a degree in
and you
homeless.
can't even sell the degree because it's not worth anything. Because it got my name on it.
but the knowledge
See,
you
knowledge
hold,
is
that's what it's all
power,
about.
but I'd love to see.
Look, if this was 19, if this was 1889,
Yeah, like
then
when
yeah,
smart
sure.
people had like.
This is 2025, brother. We can Google the symptoms of COVID right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like the knowledge, brother. Oh, that's another thing. Like, I'd be like, yo, is there another COVID or anything like it coming? Because I'd have to ask that. I think I'd be more interested in like what happens in the future around me rather than what happens with me. I'd be like, yo,
A lot of that is just pure money though, because
Yeah, you
there's
get
so
to
many
say, because what
things
if
that
there's
if
some
you
stocks?
knew beforehand,
Because what if
you'd
some
be
stocks up
rich.
here where you
oh
can
yeah.
buy and I get some money, yeah?
I'd be like, yo, what's the lotto
Yeah.
numbers these days? Just
And I know for a fact that my cringe younger self, that would be one of the
that's
first
perfectly
questions he'd ask.
that's perfectly understandable.
uh,
Like buy like yo, just buy one lot up on this day, and you're good. And then make sure you have your costume to go
mm,
collect it because you can't be barefaced, risk your life like that. Because then you'd be in I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
watched, what is it, lottery ticket with a bow. Yeah, that'd be us.
hmm
You win
Mm-hmm.
the lottery, be like everybody know you. Every girl start takes off your phone. The attention would be crazy.
I'm broke, nigga. And you had the power to change that. Get out of here.
But what if you couldn't, tell them the lottery? Let's make it more interesting. You could actually speak with your past self, but you can't actually interact with them. Like you can't call them over the phone. You can't touch them physically or be within like 30 meters of them. How would you convey whatever you needed to convey to your younger self?
Well, I'm
Let's
promising
say
you,
that if you
any,
do, the time stream
Brother.
collapses and you blip out of existence, both you and your past self.
then no matter no brother, come out, but matter ignore it.
Yeah, because for me, I mean, I could always like put on my uniform and just go into the school because nothing's changed. But like, just I don't know, like a sticky notes. No, no.
Would
Would
you
I?
believe a
That's another
sticky
thing. Would I
note
believe
though?
myself?
No.
Someone sticks a sticky note in your backpack when it gone for buy lunch at Tuck Shop and come
Yeah,
back
Look, I've never been
talking
kidnapped,
some
and
foolishness.
that's for a reason.
yeah. Because
But I
I'd be
ignore
like,
that.
yo, it's a prank, brother. And worse, how much can you fit on a sticky note? I think it depends on what event I would like to change.
Mm.
Because if I'd be like, yo, such girl likes you, just ask her out. Sure. But if I'd be like, yo, there's a thing coming in like 2020 and you just gotta be ready for it. Like, I, well, no, I'd write
Hell is gonna
2020
break
is the
loose.
apocalypse. And I'd be like,
Mm.
right? Because we had that whole 2012 thing. It's
Imagine.
like, yo, Yeah, yo, 2020 is it, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't think I'd believe that because after the 2012 thing, remember,
Bro,
like,
that
wasn't there like a
movie
whole
was
movie made for that?
yeah.
Movies, multiple.
But like the 2012, the titular 2012 movie was yo, it was rough. With the arcs and everything, and then Africa becoming like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
highest point or something like that, and then Everest becoming the lowest point. I'm like, wow, look at us, Africa finally on top. But it was after an apocalypse. And if it was my
Oh
future self,
man.
well, what would my future self leave me? Because then I'd have enough sense now to be like, okay, I might believe this. He got to give me like one of my passwords or something. You got to give me like a two-factor authentication. Like,
Hmm.
all right, how do I know it's really you? Be like, yo, da 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 da. All right, you got to tell me one of my deepest, darkest secrets or something.
How do I know it's really you? I think a quick email for me would work. I used to be into emails back then.
Nah, when I say like a email, I think I
It couldn't
still.
be an email or text. It has to
Hmm.
be like,
Plus, whenever I start using email
yo, that
in
actually kind of rough.
high school, so
Cause
Oh, really? But like, it's an email you'd send to yourself, right? But like, wouldn't it be
that's
more
fair, yeah.
convincing if you
Cause I was
sent
about to say,
yourself
if
an
the texts
email?
are unknown number, I'm not answering. So I just screwed myself out of
Yeah.
probably millions. But
but I'm probably like last in my phone.
and don't think for a second you're catching me on the road, cause that's not happening. You're not.
On the
Only
road.
quantify I'm better some emails and win $5 million a day resume, so
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
know believe it, but it might be.
you gotta blame the society that we're in why none of these would really work.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no, no. I feel that's a good that feels a good spot. A good spot to stop at.
Are we gonna do an outro with me sleeping
Are
with
you
other people's
admitting to
women?
your
Because
crime, sir?
I'm just gonna disconnect right now if that's the case. I am not. I am not because it's not. I've never done this. I've never done
As
this.
in
Sure, man, sure.
they've admitted that they don't have other
Oh
people.
God.
Like they admit that they don't have a man, or they just told you that they don't. Like
First of all,
That's why
first of all,
that's why pretend to fraud
first
with
of
a
all, if
man
I'm
and never
sleeping
survive.
with a woman that has a man, I am their man, not that other man. That man is a side piece. Secondly, that it's never
not that we
happened.
know of.
It's just never happened.
The absence of evidence is not the evidence of
Okay.
absence.
Amen.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're gonna call it here, so I can get to uploading this, making sure that it's promptly done. Well, mega chair, because I'm basically about to procrastinate by doing this, so it's gonna motivate me to do it more. There we go. Yeah, there you go.
Mm.
Because if again I'm
The
looking at this
logic
test that
loop.
I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm just like, I'll just not do it. So I'll work more on my
Yeah.
procrastination than the actual work. It's crazy how money does not motivate me like this. Like the thing I'm getting paid to do, I'm not doing it. That's kind of crazy.
I feel
But
that.
let me take lunch or midterm breaks. I'll be like, oh yeah, love this job. I'll probably have to work on the outro, but on next time.